Hey everyone, Mike from HonFam4 coming back to you with a sales update video for March 1st through the 15th, 2016. And this is actually take two for me because I actually went through and recorded this entire video and learned that the sound had no sound. So kind of a bummer, but you know, they say things go a lot more smoothly the second and third time around. So hopefully this will be the final cut and we'll have to do it again. But I just wanted to take a quick moment to talk about eBay, and I wanted to ask people that sell on eBay, do you guys use social media to promote your listings, like Facebook or Pinterest or Twitter? Do you do that, and does it make a difference? I've tried it a few times and I've never had a sale result from that sharing on social media, but I was just wondering. Please comment below, and let's start a dialogue so we can all learn from each other. The other thing is, it seems like whenever you list on eBay, you get a sale. I don't know if it's a coincidence. You know, there's all kinds of talk about the Cassini search algorithm, that type of thing, but it seems like consistently when I do list, I get a sale. So I try to list a few things each day or every other day whenever I have time. But I don't know, let me know your experience in that as well. And then lastly, I'm going to fly through a bunch of these things. I'll make it short this time because I mentioned in the last video that I bought a big lot of used cell phones from my where I work, my place of employment, and I have been working on those and processing those, like wiping them, testing them, making sure everything works, and then listing them. So that's kind of the majority of what I've been selling this for the last couple of months. So I won't bore you with those. I'll just kind of fly right over those. But I just wanted to share my numbers. This time period, the first 2 weeks in March, I sold 23 items for a total of $1,148, and so that's about $50 an item on average. But I do want to get to the point where I'm able to report the cost of the goods sold. It could be a large percent or a small percent, but from what I'm gathering, the cost of goods are about 20% of the the profit that I'm making. So some items I'm making a lot of profit, some not so much, but I want to get to that point so I can kind of report those numbers. But the big boost has been from the cell phones. So anyways, let's get right into it. I'll just jump through the cell phones real quick. Just another Samsung Galaxy S3. That's kind of the majority of what I have is Galaxy S3s and iPhone 4s, both unlocked, all Verizon, most Verizon, 8 gig and 16 gigs. So they seem to be pretty popular still. Here's a tennis racket, and this is the second tennis racket that I've sold this year, and I always get them for like $2, and this was turned out to be a really nice one. It's like a graphite. I've never even heard of the brand Yonex, and it came with one of those zippered covers, but the zippered cover was from a different brand. I think it was the Head brand, and so I listed that separately, and I sold this one for $65. So actually, I'm sorry, I took a best offer of $55. I just can't figure out this eBay sales record. Sometimes it has a slash through it and says you took a best offer, but it's never accurate. So anyways, $55, not bad for a $2 investment, and I always charge shipping most of the time. Another iPhone, got $73 for that one. This is kind of interesting because my uncle He's a widower, and he had a bunch of stuff. He heard I sold on eBay, and he had a bunch of stuff stored up, and he gave me this dish set, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll try to list it. It was a huge hassle because every dish was wrapped individually in a box in newspaper, and basically I had to unwrap everything. I had to clean everything. It was a little dusty because this is a dish set from the 70s. And basically, it sat in my garage for like 2 months, and finally I said, I gotta, it's taking up space. It's heavy. It was like 45 pounds altogether. And so I just kind of took everything out. I put it on my kitchen table and just photographed it mostly together, and then just one example of each dish. And apparently, mid-century modern is back in, and I pointed out the flaws. There was a few dishes that had chips on them and everything. But anyways, about 3 weeks later, I got a message from somebody in Pennsylvania saying, this is the exact set that my mother owned, and she gave me a best offer. So I called my uncle, made sure the offer was acceptable, and he said yes, and accepted a best offer of $165 plus they paid the shipping to Pennsylvania, which I believe was around 40 something dollars, because it was like 45 pounds. And trust me, this was a pain in the rear because I had to bubble wrap each individual piece. Very time consuming. So I don't think I ever want to sell dishes again on eBay. And hopefully everything got there safely. So anyways, that was a nice sell. We're gonna split the profit on it, so not too bad. Just a little kid's hat, Hello Kitty. It was an experimental buy. I think I paid $4 for this thing. I did take a best offer of $15, or no. Okay, so I sold it for full price, $14.95, even though it says I accepted a best offer. So here's a Bugatti Uomo. Is always a brand that I look out for. I really like their shirts. This was just a polo, short sleeve polo, which it's not that all that exciting. But I had this for a very long time, and I ended up finally accepting a best offer of $14 for this one. I kept getting lowball offers from like anywhere from 10 to 15, and I'm like, you know what, I want to get rid of it. It's been sitting in inventory for months and months, so finally glad to get rid of it. Another phone, Samsung Galaxy. This was a air filter kit for a Harley Davidson. Arlen Ness is the brand, and in past videos I mentioned that I picked up 6 of these at my local Goodwill for $10.79, and I've been selling them for an average of around $100. Most of them I got full asking price of $109.95. I did do free shipping on these. Don't know why, but anyways, I did it, and this one was the last one of those 6. I took a best offer of $90 on this one, and I ended up shipping it to the person, and then in my description below I put every single motorcycle that it fits. I did my research, and then below that I say it's sealed new in box. Please check the manufacturer's website to ensure compatibility with your vehicle. Well, the guy got it, opened it. I don't know if he tried it on his motorcycle, but he said, hey, it doesn't fit my such and such 2006 Harley Davidson. I don't remember the model name, but I'm like, okay, that's fine. He said, oh, I'm gonna put it in the mail back to you. And I'm like, well, use the hassle-free returns, and I can print out a label for you. And he said, oh, I don't know anything about that, and I tried to kind of direct him on how to do that. And then he messaged me back, and he said, oh, it looks like there's a restocking fee. And I'm like, yes, 20%. 20% on $90, that's $18, a restocking fee for this very reason, because it was sealed in the package, and this person decided to not read the description and everything on the compatibility. So when I get it back, if I get it back, I will have to sell it at an extreme discount from the asking price. So I haven't heard back from him, and I haven't seen anything in the mail. So hopefully he decided to keep it, and he already left me a raving review. I don't understand that. And then he said it didn't fit. So anyways, I was glad this was the last of the 6, and hopefully I'll find something like this again somewhere down the line. Next up is these Topo Athletic split toe shoes. These are weird. Found these in a thrift store. They were in excellent shape. I kind of thought of them as the those 5-finger water shoes, but they're not as popular. They don't sell for as much. So I ended up selling them for 25 bucks plus shipping, so not too bad. I paid $4 for them at my local thrift store. So I guess this would be something to look out for if you can get it for a pretty decent price. And then mentioned in past videos, I have packs and packs of these King Big Eyes cards, and just keep selling. They're like my little pipeline. They sell like a few every month, so they keep returning. So that, and then I mentioned in a past video, I have a bunch of these coffee mugs that I got from my local thrift store. They were brand new. I paid 38 cents a piece, and there are a variety of subject matter. This one is like a Obi-Wan Kenobi, for President 2016, Our Only Hope, a little play on the election coming up, and Star Wars. So 2 popular themes right now. So I've been selling them for $17.95 plus shipping, and I usually put them in a padded flat rate envelope, but what I do is I bubble wrap them with the smaller bubble wrap. I think I saw it on a YouTube video before. Wrap them in bubble wrap, and then I put I roll cardboard around them, and then fold in the ends on both sides. And so far I've never had anybody get back to me saying that they are broken. I even sent a Harry Potter coffee mug to Hawaii, and fully intact, so it works. Another iPhone. I think I sold this for $75. iPhone. This one was an auction. I tried out auction for, I've done auctions a long time ago, but haven't done them recently. I decided to try it. I started the price out at I think $45 was kind of the lowest that I wanted to accept, and it got to $56.99 plus shipping. So that was just a little experiment. I'll probably just keep them all and buy it now. Best offer. Another one. Full price $74, $65. This was a little handheld miniature tape recorder, voice recorder, that I picked up my local thrift store for $6.95, I believe. And I love how sometimes I get exactly 10 times the amount. That's kind of my goal, is getting something where I can profit 10 times. That was the case with those Harley Davidson air filters. That's the case for this item. I think my wife and I looked this up on Amazon FBA, and it wasn't selling for that much. And so I think it was selling for about the same price, but as you know, Amazon takes a lot more fees away from you, so your profit isn't that much. So sometimes we always kind of debate whether we should send it into Amazon for a quick sale or list it on eBay for a little bit longer sale and then just more profit. So that's what we did in this case. So $69.95 plus $6.80 shipping. Another cell phone. I won't bore you with this. Full price $80, $79.95. This is an interesting story. So I like to walk through the warehouse where I work, and it's a really big warehouse. You can walk around it and get your steps in for the day. So anyways, I always look in the recycle bin for cardboard boxes because I save them up to ship things out in. And I saw these Mac Mini boxes, and they looked like they were in excellent shape. And they were empty. They had the little instruction or like I'm not sure what little instruction thing this is, but sure enough, I went back to my phone. I looked them up on eBay, and people buy these things, just the empty box. So I grabbed them and listed them, all three as a lot. Actually, I listed them one quantity of 3. And I had a guy who messaged me and said, hey, I want to buy all 3. Send me what the shipping will be. And then so I said, well, you should just, go through like you're buying all 3, and it'll calculate the shipping for you. And it ended up being full price for all 3, plus it charged him $18 shipping. I don't know why it did that, but I ended up giving him some money back, I think like $8 back, because it didn't cost that much to ship. I think it costed like $11 to ship. So, and he appreciated it. I let him know that eBay's calculator was a little wonky and overcharged him, so he appreciated that, and I'm sure I should get good feedback from that. So I don't want to gouge people on shipping and that type of thing. So another King card. As you can see, I've sold 26 of this particular one. This one I've sold like 42 of these. I love when I get shipping combined on these, because I do. This is like the only thing I think I do free shipping on besides those Harley Davidson filters. But as you can see, shipping, regular first class shipping is like $2.54. So that comes off the price of what I charge for these. So I love when people combine shipping, because I can ship 2 for the same price as I ship 1. And then if there's more, if they buy more, then it's even better. So I might consider adding maybe half the shipping, because the reason is eBay wants a tracking number, and if you just put this in an envelope and put a stamp on it, there's no tracking whatsoever. So you get I think it goes towards your top rated to have successful tracking on your items. So anyways, I'll think about that one. Next up, this is another funny story, because I sold this back in January, the same exact hat. However, a little disorganized over here. 340 plus items in my store, and I couldn't find it. So basically I had to cancel the order, and that was like the second or third thing that I couldn't find that month, and I lost my top rated seller status for that time period. And as you know, when you lose that, then you don't get your discounts on your shipping, and it comes right out of your pocket. So basically I was going through and looking for something else, and ended up finally finding this. I went through my records. I contacted the original buyer. This was back in January. It's now March. Contacted the buyer, let them know, hey, I found the hat, and they sent me a best offer of $18, and I'm like, sold. I felt bad that I had to cancel the order, and shipped it out. And so this person really wanted this hat, and they were willing to wait, and they finally got it. So happily ever after. This is just a shirt, new with tags, Marlboro Classics. It was in excellent shape. It was kind of a heavy duty style of shirt, kind of like the Carhartt brand. I had never heard of it. It says famous Western shirt. It looks like it might be made in the USA. So anyways, somebody from, I believe, Amsterdam contacted me, and they wanted to buy this last month, and through the global shipping program, they have to pay all kinds of like import fees on top of another shipping fee on top of this shipping fee. So I said, you know what, I don't feel comfortable. I've never shipped anything internationally outside the global shipping program, So, the guy just decided, hadn't heard from him, and then finally he said, "Hey, can you give me a shipping price to Nevada?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, just change your settings on your eBay account to that address, and it'll give you a shipping price." So it turns out he has a sister that lives in Nevada, and I'm in California, so it was relatively cheap. And he ended up buying it, and so I guess the next time he visits his sister in Nevada, he's gonna get his shirt. So sounds like it's a win-win situation. So, and lastly, this was a brand that I didn't know much about. It just looked the brand, I just remember it. It just seems like a fancy brand, but it's like a higher end brand, Nordstrom's. But it's really not like a real high-end brand for men's clothing. So I have a couple of shirts in the inventory, and this has been there probably for about a good 8-9 months. And finally, I of $17, or actually no, not a best offer, full price, $16.95 plus the shipping. So, and that is it for the month. As you can see, it was all mostly cell phones. It takes time to process these cell phones, so I'll get back on it. But I've been hitting the church sales and garage sales lately, not so much the thrift stores, probably until I get rid of all these phones. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you learned a few new brands that you didn't know of before. And please let's start a dialogue, and let me know your feedback. Let me know if there's anything I can improve on, and please consider liking and subscribing my channel, and we'll go from there. Anyways, I hope everybody has a prosperous week, and until next time, I will talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.